5-arch bridge, and me and my grandpa would watch from the ridge. He knew all the trains, he'd call out each one, where they're going to, where they're coming from. He'd say, that one's from Memphis, it's bound for Moline. And old 97, she's from New Orleans. From New York to Denver, they rolled through this town. Now those days are gone, but I still hear the sound of big iron horses, steel turning round, the sparks and the thunder as the wheels shook the ground. The boxcars and flatbeds and whistle-blown sweet, that was yesterday. Now those big trains don't come anymore. Now the years passed so quickly, and the world had moved on, and change cast her shadow as they left one by one. When the last train left Avon, no one was there. I guess they didn't know, guess they didn't care. Now the station is empty and the train yard lies still, and Grandpa is gone now to St. Agnes Hill. Now I stand on the 5-arch, and as I close my eyes, I see a little boy, and he's waving goodbye to the big iron horses, the steel turning round, the sparks and the thunder as the wheels shook the ground. The boxcars and flatbeds and whistle-blown sweet, that was long ago. Now they live on in my dreams of big iron horses, the steel turning round, the sparks and the thunder as the wheels shook the ground. The boxcars and flatbeds and whistle-blown sweet, that was yesterday. Now those big trains don't come anymore. Iron horses, big iron horses, and when I close my eyes, iron horses, I can still see that little boy. Big iron horses, and he's waving goodbye. Iron horses, big iron horses.
From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific shore, from the green old Smoky Mountains to the Southland by the shore. She's mighty tall and handsome, and she's known quite well by all. She's a regular combination on the Wabash Cannonball. Just listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as we glide across the woodlands the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engines, hear those lonesome hobos call. We're gliding through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball. From New York to St. Louis, with Chicago by the way. From the hills of Minnesota, where the rippling waters fall, no changes can be taken on the Wabash Cannonball. Just listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as we glide across the woodlands, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engines, hear those lonesome hobos call. We're gliding through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball. We're gliding through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball. We're gliding through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball. If you want to hear a story about a brave engineer, Casey Jones was the rounder's name. On a big eight-wheeler he won his fame. Porter called Casey about 4:30, kissed his wife at the station door, climbed to the cab with his orders in his hands as he took the final journey to the promised land. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin, Casey Jones with his orders in his hands. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin as he took his final journey to the promised land. Coming down for 5 or 6 weeks. The track looked like the bed of a creek. It rated him down to a 30-mile gait, made the southbound mail about 8 hours late. Fireman says, Casey, you're running too fast. You're running the blockboard, last station you passed. Casey says, yes, but I think we'll make it through, cause this engine is a steaming better than I ever knew. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin, Casey Jones with his orders in his hands. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin as he took his final journey to the promised land. The water and the water was low. He looked at his watch and his watch was slow. He looked at the fireman and then he said, we're gonna make it or end up dead. Now Casey said, fireman, don't you fret, keep knocking at the fire door and don't give up yet. We're gonna run her till she leaves the rail, or make it on time with the southbound mail. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin, Casey Jones with his orders in his hands. Casey Jones mounted to the cabin as he took his final journey to the promised land. He spied a passenger train, headlights shining in his eyes through the rain. Casey blew his whistle a mighty blast, but the other locomotive was coming fast. Casey says, fireman, you better jump, there's 2 locomotives and they're gonna bump. The fireman hollered, it's just ahead, we might jump and make it, but we'll all be dead. Casey